Hello everyone, it's me again, funkdoc, and this time we have got ourselves a 4-player game in Germany with a couple new people. Very new people to Power Grid on BSW. We have Reset and Ork42. I think Reset's played one game on this client, and Ork doesn't seem to have any, although Ork has many other games on BSW elsewhere. Wow. What? This is amazing. I assume Mastaba puts the 4 up for bid. Like, you can't let me have 4 at cost, even though 3 is tempting here. Whoa! Sure, Mastaba gets the 4 for 7. Okay, I will take the 3 at cost. Yes, please. Question is where to build now. And here, I have a couple options. I could do Würzburg, because that makes the south pretty safe for me. Gets me a lot of step 1 cities, although very expensive ones. Fulda gets me closer to some cheaper stuff here, and it's more generally in the middle of the map. Close to a lot of cheap stuff, actually. Or I could build one in here. But this, I'm actually not as big a fan of this because this one corners yourself more. Okay, reset. Okay, I think I'll just go the Fulda route here. My thinking is I would not expect Würzburg and all of the twins to be built at once here, so I should be able to go into one of these places on the next turn. Mastaba goes for the good build there, yeah. That's a very reasonable build. I would rather be more in the middle of the map, personally, myself, because I would expect others to fight, someone else to fight you up in here. Whereas I can get more stuff to myself and have more options to expand in step 2. That's my thinking with Fulda here. Reset buying the 7, then not buying any oil is interesting. I don't know if that was a misclick or what. Always something to look out for with these very new players. Is they may not fully grasp the interface at first because it is not easy and it can be buggy depending on how you do it. For the love of God, do not use the web app. Okay, Ork does not build. Okay, is this just errors here? Huh. Okay. Okay. Reset builds 3 with no resources. Okay. Well then. I don't know if they'd even be able to afford to buy a plant next turn with that. Mastaba bids in the 10. Good, because I will not. I'd almost rather have the 13 here than the 16, I guess. Like, I'll just buy 13 here, sure. I'm a big fan of 3 with a 13. Because the turn order doesn't hurt you nearly as bad if you're using oil compared to when you're using coal with, the 4 plus the 13 together. I'm a much bigger fan of the 3 or pairing the 3 or the 5 with the 13. So I'm guessing Ork's going to build in here then, which would be cool because in that case I'll take Castle. That gives me the cheapest direct connection into this area for later on. question is, do I want to play nice with reset? I think I do. Because I want to make sure, like, I'll be nice to the new player and make sure they can actually afford 3 oil this turn. If I were going to be a little more cutthroat, then I would have bought more oil there. Ork bought the 6 and then did not buy trash. I just noticed that as well. All right. Okay. Did not expect that. Now it's really important for me to go up into here and then threaten this stuff. I do not want to let Mastaba get all of this to himself. Not at all. Okay. Okay, Ork at least fires correctly. Okay, so we're getting that going on. Ooh. Ooh. Reset passes, which makes me feel good. Big time plant right now. Big time plant here. I'll bid 27. This is the last I can bid while still getting a 3rd city this turn. Yeah, I'll pass now. It's a little rich for this early in the game, turn 3 here. Oh, god damn it, 25 showed up. Now I can't buy a plant this turn, so I'll let Mastaba just do something here. He might buy 16 now, because he has cheap enough cities, he can probably make some use of it with the 10 together here. Nah, Mastaba just passes. Okay, that's a reasonable play. We can't build anything out of the market this turn because of 6 and 7 being bought. Like, you're kind of already starting to see part of why I think 7 is a terrible starting plant. Oil's restock rate is just so low, especially since 3 will also be bought. You're just going to get into a vortex with that plant. Like, worse than the coal with the 8. Because oil's restock rate is so much lower early on compared to coal. So yeah, I do not like the 7. I need to play this one carefully. I think I just don't build this turn. Orc's not going to have money to build, yeah. I figured as much. Okay. I think I pass here and then just buy a plant next turn. 16 is probably not that plant. I might actually buy the 8. Well, no. Damn it, I can't buy a plant. Mastaba's still hanging out below me. This sucks. This is tough. Thing is, now what I'm hoping for is that some of these other players at least reset. Reset at this point needs to buy a plant. Reset is desperate here, so I'm expecting Reset to buy. What? What the hell? That's, oh my god damn it. Well, we're gonna leave Mastaba with not a great choice of plants again here. I am no way in hell am I going to drop him 25. No way in hell am I going to risk that. Mastaba's got to be able to buy a plant and make use of it now. 23 is actually reasonable here. Might be better than 16, given how much other oil's in the game. Mastaba will go for the oil, though, probably thinking more in terms of offense to attack us, plus also turn order. And yes, indeed, 25 would, in fact, have dropped had I bought a plant there, so yeah. I think it should be a pretty easy call not to do that. I've been hanging out a long time powering 2 cities, which is not the greatest thing. But then again, like the rest of the game's been in the same kind of scenario. I am worried about Mastaba, though. I feel like he's leading at this point. He established the turn order advantage over me. He got fantastic builds. Yeah. And I am not going to build this turn now. I don't need to build. I'm guaranteed to go bottom in the turn order now for next turn. As long as I don't lose Erfurt, I don't care about the rest. We've seen a lot of the best Step 3 plants show up so far. 38, 39, 40. Although 40 may not be so great the way this game's been going. At least Mastaba had to buy a mediocre plant and build high up in the turn order now, so hopefully that costs him come next turn. 25 stays on. We'll see what happens after this. 25 is going to be worth a whole lot of cash here. So weird to me that Reset hasn't bought a plant this whole time. Now they're bidding on this at least. Looking at what's left in the deck, a lot of potential duds still in there. This is worth a lot of money. Probably like 45-ish I would go for this. Especially given that even 26 were to fall would not be that great. It would come cheap though. Like these people would not really be in a position to bid on 26. But we don't know if Reset's just going to keep using that damn 7. Okay, I want to drive it really high up there. What I would do in my scenario is, if I don't get any of these plants here... Oh, Orc actually passes on plants. Okay. Sure. I'll bid on this. And there's a dud. Okay. I feel better now. Reset just by 23. What? Why are you not buying plants again? What is going on here? I really thought Reset was going to buy another plant. God, what are you doing? Okay. Okay. Nobody else has coal besides Orc, which sucks. Did I really not bid 25 up enough? Like, really? What the hell is Reset? This is pretty frustrating. I don't get why Reset refuses to buy these other plants. And just keeps running the goddamn 7 with nothing else. We're about to go into step 2. This is kind of tilting, I'm not gonna lie. I don't understand what Reset is doing. I mean, I'm like I said, I don't want to be mean to newer players. This is just mystifying to me. I don't understand why you wouldn't at least buy 23. Uranium's at a decent price now. Or you could buy the 8. I mean, you could buy the 8 and attack friggin' coal, because Mastaba gets the cheapest coal in the world. That's something to consider. But newer players aren't really going to be... I think they're not going to think so much about attacking the leader. Those kinds of things. Coal's going to be so stupid cheap, though. It pisses me off. Like, I don't know why I'm being attacked here in all this. $28, so now I can't even buy 23. Not that I was going to buy 23 anyway, I'm just saying. Orcs should buy a plant now, I'd expect. Someone has to buy that 8 just sitting there with all that cheap coal, you know? Look at coal sitting at $1 right now. You have to attack coal. What the you people... Oil? People still buying more oil plants? What the fuck is this game? Holy shit, this is horrible. Why are you not buying the 8 instead of the 9? Look at the cost of coal versus the cost of oil. What the fuck are you doing? Like, the play of all these people is just handing the game to Mastaba here. Like, I did not expect these people to go this long without buying coal plants. That was part of my thinking with giving up 25 when I did. What the fuck are these people doing? Please, are you at least going to buy 28 Reset? Are you at least going to do that? Are you going to buy a plant? Thank you. Fucking thank you. There we go. Okay. Now we can let oil settle down at least a little bit here. Now, Mastaba doesn't build. I'll actually be in a position to take some of his cities here. I assume Reset's going to take Nuremberg. Otherwise, I'd look at jumping down there. But nah. Actually, no, I shouldn't even do that. I should just go attack Mastaba now. I need to attack Mastaba because nobody else will do it. The 9. Buying the 9 to replace the 5. This is... I'm in the goddamn Twilight Zone right now. Like, I have no words. Okay. Well, hopefully at least Mastaba builds this turn. So we can block... At least, or I can try to block him in step 2. Since, again, nobody else will do this, probably. There he goes. Okay. Gets 2 plants on the market. See, that might arguably be a mistake for Mastaba. Like, I would not want him to move the market for the rest of us. Okay. Well, at least we're getting 24 in there, which is a good sign. And I'd expect Mastaba to replace 16 next, hopefully? Anyway. Not a very high chance of 31 coming on. So this is worth some good money. I can't help but feel like Mastaba's just already won this game, though. I didn't bid 25 high enough, apparently. I just assumed that somebody was going to buy the 8. And it never, ever happened. I'm fine with this. There we go, see? That's what I was hoping for. Alright, force Mastaba. Well, forcing Mastaba to burn more oil is not exactly a positive for me. But then again, like this turn I can just... Well, not Ork. Ork should buy a plant now. Unfortunately... Oh yeah, it's going to be 24 to probably replace the 6. Yeah. Trash is going to be a fight then. There's just no other coal plants. This is ridiculous. Nobody else has a coal plant right now. Reset didn't buy a plant at all this turn. Oh, Reset's just going to keep buying more oil on the 7. This is ridiculous. Okay, Reset's not even bothering with the oil. Okay, okay. Just not going to buy a plant. Just going to sit there and power 4 cities. Okay. Okay. I see how it is. We could be in for a market stall here, which would actually play to my favor. My goal now is to stay below Mastaba. This is what I do here. Hey, nobody else bought oil below me this turn. That's cool. I almost hope that like 20 or 21 comes on. Even if so I don't buy it, just so somebody will buy it. Interesting that Mastaba continues to buy extra coal when nobody else has a coal plant at all. I'm not so sure about that. But I guess like he's in such a strong position that lowering the variance there by just buying the coal now is okay for him, probably. Like, he wants to be prepared just in case, like, a 20 or 21 comes next turn. And, of course, Reset builds into Mastaba, because of course he does. People not seeing who the leader is in this game. Well, at least Ork is building the twins here. That's good. I'm fine with that. I think now my play is to build Würzburg and just stop there. Ooh, Ork builds above me. That's great. That's great, actually. So problem is this leaves this stuff open for Mastaba, which is not great. I at least get to be second from bottom now, which is cool. And of course, Mastaba gets into there. I wish someone else would jump past him into Erfurt, but I don't think they're good. I don't think they're quite experienced enough to see that this would be the play. But yeah, my chance of winning this game now is to hope for a market stall. Hope I can build up enough money to end the game before Mastaba can catch up on capacity. Because this next turn, I mean, because yeah, 25 and 26 are already gone. 20 is the only other 5 capacity plant that could come in and become available next turn. I mean, I've already conceded the money advantage to Mastaba. That's just going to go without saying. Speak of the goddamn devil. This is the plant Mastaba needs. So, we're going to bid. Because these people are not going to know to bid this enough. Hopefully the work passes immediately. What the fuck? Coal is sitting at $2. Hello. This is an endgame plant. Hello. These people pass instantly. This is amazing. Like, the problem is, like, there's no way for me to win if Mastaba gets this. There's just no way to win. Okay. Alright. I mean, yeah, I think there's just no chance for me now. I mean, we have decent stall potential here. Problem is Mastaba could build... I think Mastaba's not going to buy a plant this turn. I think he'll just pass, and then he can easily build 11 out of the game. He just needs one more city to do that. And that'll do a lot to speed the game towards step 3 and just fuck me over. And I'm already fucked. I'm just playing for second place here, and I do feel like I've probably got second place locked up at least. Well, 15, that's another dud at least. Okay, that helps. Amazing that these people just pass on 20 instantly and then buy 22. Well, we're getting through all the duds now at least, which helps. Why are these people so allergic to coal? I mean, I have to... Actually, Mastaba literally can't buy any coal this turn. There's no reason for me to buy extra. Yeah, I don't need to buy any extra coal or oil this turn. The trash was necessary, though, because Ork was obviously going to buy max trash. I saw that coming. Yeah. Okay. Need to think about this. And of course, nobody else is going to go into Erfurt, so Mastaba's going to grab all the cheap stuff there, of course, because of course he does. Of course he gets it. I'm at least glad I was able to store some decently cheap trash for later. Ah, I left Nuremberg open and he does that. Ugh. God damn it. Mastaba just getting all the money now, all the cheap builds. He's saving this for later, too. Hopefully someone else can jump him there? I don't know, though. I'm definitely going to run 26 instead of 30 here. The problem is now, I'm not going to have... Well, I might be able to end this next turn, maybe? Question mark? My issue is I have to build to 11 to stop Mastaba from ending. Oh, of course, Ork buys 27. Well, Reset gets the god drop there. Reset does not buy a plant again. I don't... Oh, no, Reset did buy 31. Of course he buys 31. Well, at least Cole's under attack now. Problem is this is going to hurt me for not buying extra in the last turn. God, fuck my life. Why did I... I thought we'd get one of the lower drops coming in. That was more likely to block 31 from coming in before step 3. Alright. Well, that does a lot to hurt me now, unfortunately. But yeah, one way or another, I think Mastaba just wins this game, probably. Well, no, probably about it. Like, if I can't end next turn, then he wins now. I do have to build to 11, though. Okay. We block Mastaba here for sure. That's most important right now. And I obviously cannot touch any plants next turn. But yeah, this time I'm going to run 30 and probably 26, I think. Those are probably the plants I want to run, I guess. Okay. Right? Is this the right play? Yeah, I think so. I can't, yeah, there's just... I can't even come close to ending the game this turn. I'll bid on this a little bit. I can replace 20 with this. That works. We pretty much got all the best possible plants available here. So I feel like... Yeah, we have the 2 other 7s in the game. I feel like I can wait this turn. I think that's the play. I pass. I'm not even going to be able to make it to 16, I think. Should be able to make it to 15 at least. I'm really glad I did not run the 20 last turn. Yeah. Yeah, Mastaba won this a long time ago. I mean, at least there was decent bidding on 46, at least. So, something to be said for that. The problem is with 40... This is kind of interesting now. With 46 and 36 now already bought, there's not really much left for me to store coal for. I can build a 15 and still stay below Mastaba, though I suspect Mastaba probably just ends the game anyway in that scenario. But that's what I gotta do. Actually, I may not be able to afford to get to 15. Okay, Mastaba is storing extra. That's a good sign. Ork continues to build the step 1 spots, which does help me at least, not building in the red-blue area. Does reset get Osnabrück? Okay. If I don't build, I can stay bottom. But if I don't build, I assume Mastaba just ends the game. having these two cities here, yeah, got to be able to end the game. So. And I can easily fire the 26 if we go to a next turn. Because that would be the plan I would replace next turn anyway. 26. I'm forced to keep the 20 because of my coal here. But that might have been the better play anyway. Better plan to keep anyway in this scenario. Okay, Mastaba doesn't end. If he ends, I bet he would have won, but he's going to win next turn anyway, so hard to hate either way. He can safely fire all of his plants, I'm pretty sure. Well, actually, does not burn the coal. Interesting play there. So I do make a good chunk more money this turn compared to Mastaba. That's interesting. I don't think it's going to be nearly enough to matter, but it'll be worth it. The big thing is that Mastaba doesn't need a 7 plant this coming turn to reach 18 capacity, whereas I do. This is worth bidding, just with how bad all the other plants are going to be besides 38. I'll pass now. At least this is going for a pretty penny, which makes me happy. Reset still bidding on this is weird. Mastaba now pass. I was hoping Mastaba would have to pay for an expensive plant to get to to get to 18. Okay, well that's the worst plant that could have come. My hope is reset. Please don't bid for whatever Mastaba puts up here. Please don't bid whatever he puts up here. Please don't bid whatever he puts up here. There we go. Well, this is the only way for me to get to 18. Actually, I'm not even sure I could afford 18 with this. I may very well not be able to. But it's my only chance. It's not even going to be much of a chance, but still. All right, we've officially seen every plant in the deck drawn and then redrawn for step 3. So that usually only happens in Germany games in my experience. Germany being more expensive, creating longer games. Expensive for builds, I mean. Reset had a uranium stored and replaced it. Okay. Oh. Please buy the... Ooh, I see what you're doing. Please buy the last 2 oil, Ork. Please buy the last 2 oil. 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 Please do it. Please, please. Now I see what Reset was doing. Yes! Oh my god, I'm actually going to win this. What the fuck? Right? I think I do. Aww. Ooh, wait, hold on. Yeah, I don't need the coal. Never mind. Because, right? Let me think. He has 1, 2, 1, 2, and then, yeah. Okay. I wanted to say something in the chat, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to post that in there. I mean, I guess Mastaba will see this when when the video goes up, but sorry. That's my honest feeling, though. These guys were king-making you almost the entire game, not buying any coal plants at all, so apologies if I don't have too much sympathy right now. Sorry, this is such a tilting game. But in the end, I guess it benefited me. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I have to agree with Mastaba, though. This was not the greatest game, I have to say. This is a pretty... I'm glad to upload this, though. This is a good example of some of the risks of playing with newer people. In this situation, yeah, Mastaba was almost certainly going to win. Yeah, look at Mastaba's money there. Yeah, he had yeah, he easily had 18 there and would have crushed me on money. Not by quite as much as I thought, but... But yeah, it still was. This was Mastaba's game all the way until that king make at the end. That's a good example of a, for anyone newer to BSW and playing multiplayer in this, that's the kind of thing you don't do. If you can't win the game at the end, and the game is obviously going to end on the next turn, on this turn, don't just don't attack one of the players who can end. Because that just throws the game to the other one. And that was a great example of that right there. That was Mastaba's game all the way, but then buying out all the extra coal and all that stuff just threw it to me. Gave the game away to me. That was ridiculous. But yeah, hopefully a learning experience for some of these new folks. I do want to see new blood come into the game. Just please be mindful of the game situation and... try not to do the king-making thing, if you can avoid it. Because I did not deserve to win that game. Sorry, Mastaba. So sorry.